Understanding light versus dark feminine energy is key for an ambitious woman building an empire. Both are very powerful, but they serve different purposes. Happy day 7 of February's Feminine Wisdom. I'm your host, Nubia Kamisha Sade. Bliss, love, and lavender, my beautiful family. Let's get into this. So, light feminine energy versus dark feminine energy. Let's talk about the differences here. So, light feminine energy is nurturing, warm, open, receptive, and collaborative. It's about healing, it's about love, it's about attraction, soft ease, like attracting through softness and through ease. Now, dark feminine, on the other hand, dark feminine energy is magnetic. It's very mysterious, it's powerful, and it is also extremely protective. It's about boundaries, seduction, transformation, and commanding respect. So here's the thing, both are necessary. And again, a woman who only embodies light feminine energy risks being a pushover. A woman who only embodies dark feminine energy can become guarded or intimidating. See, the key is to know when to use each. So let's talk about some examples, right? Some examples in the different areas for us as ambitious women. If you're watching this, you're an ambitious woman, right? Let's talk love and relationship. So light feminine energy is playful, flirty, and warm. You create a soft, inviting space for your partner. You nurture emotionally. It's very intimate, so there's a lot of emotional intimacy. You listen very deeply and you express through vulnerability. You have no problem being vulnerable. So, for an example, if you're a woman, right, and you're on a date, you may lean inward. You may do a lot of laughing. And you may also make the man feel like the most powerful man in the room by appreciating his masculine presence. So you're almost in a way cultivating a space, a stage for the masculine to big up his chest and really show his power. So dark feminine energy, right? Dark feminine energy sets a high standard and does not chase. She just attracts, right? It's knowing when to lean back and to create desire through mystery and very subtle withdrawal. So, for an example, if a man starts getting inconsistent, you don't chase, you don't over explain, you just gracefully pull back, making him have to step up or lose access to her. So, if we think of these two different polarizing opposites, one is very light, soft. One is very powerful and dark. Now, both hold purpose, right? So let's talk about balance because balance is important, right? So a woman in a relationship, right? We will use our light feminine energy to create a safe emotional space for men, right? For your man. But knowing how to step into your dark feminine when it's time to command respect or maintain any boundaries. So when you're dating someone, boundaries are there, they're present. It's no question. However, there's something called the law of familiarity. Sometimes it's really easy to get comfortable, especially if you are a woman who's extremely nurturing. Very easy. You may experience this often. People tend to get very comfortable with you very easily. And you love that, and you love the warm home that you create emotionally, spiritually, energetically, physically. However, you may see that your boundaries start to get crossed or thin or non-existent. So let's talk about work and career. Now, this is like corporate business leadership, right? So if you're an entrepreneur, if you are in corporate, if you are in any form of leadership. So light feminine energy would look like you leading with collaboration, emotional intelligence, and connection, right? Making others feel seen, heard, valued, using charm and warmth to cultivate a safe space and just really that connectivity. So, this is a CEO who builds a strong, loyal team by making her employees feel deeply connected and the company in totality cultivating a culture. So that's the vibe. If you're a CEO, a corporate leader, an executive, you cultivate your team and bring warmth and connection to your team using light feminine energy. Now, when is it time to integrate that beautiful dark feminine energy that we all have on us? And in fact, if you are an ambitious woman, you may have more dark feminine energy than light feminine energy because being ambitious, it calls for darker feminine traits. So, negotiation, for an example, right? Negotiating like a queen, knowing your worth and never being afraid to walk away, commanding respect, and also keeping a level of mystery so that way you don't overshare your plans. So, for an example, if you're in the boardroom, you're speaking with authority, control, passion, never over explaining yourself, and then also allowing silence to do some of the talking as well. So let's talk about balance here with this example. So, businesswoman, right? As you are, right, using your light feminine energy to build relationships with investors, but also knows how to tap into that dark feminine energy when finalizing contracts, okay? Ensuring that you get every single thing that you deserve. Let's talk about branding. Let's talk about influence. Okay, so we are in the era of social media and influence. And so, persona, personality, being public, marketing, the light and the dark both have their place. And let me show you how. The light feminine energy, right? This brand feels relatable. This brand feels soft. This brand feels inspiring. This brand shares openly and also vulnerably. This brand engages warmly with the audience and make them feel connected. So for an example, a lifestyle influencer, let's say you are a travel influencer, right? You may share like daily affirmations, behind the scenes content, and also any moments of joy with your audience. I tend to do this very often on the lighter side of the feminine energy. Now, let's talk about dark feminine energy, right? So the brand feels mysterious, exclusive, powerful, right? Not too much overexposing, creating an intrigue and also an anticipation. So a luxury brand strategist posts content that make people want to access her, right? But she only reveals select details. Very much cliffhanger, very much I want to lean inward. It feels like there is more. So, a balanced example would be a coach or influencer posting light feminine content for engagement, but uses the dark feminine energy for exclusivity. So, keeping things very exclusive, offering high ticket invitation only programs. So, why does this matter for you as a woman building an empire right now? I actually want you to take the time to close your eyes and think of the empire that you are building. Take a moment and just think about that. What kind of empire am I building? So, as you are a woman building this empire, and I want you to keep that image in your mind, scaling your empire. You can't afford to only be in your light feminine energy or too much in your dark feminine energy. There must be a flow of knowing how to do both and be both. So knowing when to be warm and inviting, and then when to be mysterious and also more of a powerful force. So in today's video, what I want to do is I want to help you lean inward to the dark feminine energy where it's not overpowering and you don't feel like you're not doing the feminine thing. I notice when working with you beautiful women, there's this anxiousness about being feminine because maybe you've been taught or told you're not feminine enough, or you talk too masculine, or you're too independent. And if you've been told that and you've been consciously working on that, you may find it challenging to still be the ambitious woman that you are, but in the back of your mind, you're thinking, am I balancing? Am I doing the feminine thing? Am I being feminine? Oh my goodness, when I said that, was that too masculine? It's like these second guessing moments that you may experience when you are intentionally working on your divine feminine energy. So I want to let you know there is no right or wrong way to express your feminine energy. Some women naturally have more light feminine energy. I know for myself, between the ages of me becoming a teenager up until maybe 28, I was really more leaned into my light feminine energy. Now, this was super cool and this was super amazing because goodness, I attracted so many good girlfriends. Oh my goodness, I was always the light in the room. I provided a lot of peace to my family members. I mean, I was able to launch my retreats and cultivate these warm, safe spaces. Of course, if you've been following me, I used to be a beautician, so that was also a great way for me to exude my light feminine energy, the beauty, the aesthetics, the persona. After about 28, honey, after about 28, I started really using my dark feminine energy to get more focused on my legacy. Like it was super cool cultivating experiences and being playful and being super unaffected and just letting things slide. And that served me for the season I was at in my life. But leaning inward to my grown woman, okay, leaning inward to my grown woman and leaning inward to my dark feminine energy, I was able to get more disciplined within myself. I was able to take myself more serious. I was able to increase my competency through time management. That was something being the light feminine energy, playful and carefree, and I'm just going with the flow. It got drifty, okay, and it got unproductive and counterproductive to the empire that I was really desiring to cultivate in my world. Although I was cultivating it and it was so fun, there were a lot of character traits that needed to be developed along the way in order for me to now see this empire that I feel very confident and proud of. So I say that to say there will be different areas in your life where you are more lean into the feminine, the light feminine, or more lean into the dark feminine. It's all up to where you are in your world, what season this is for you, and what does your empire actually need. Watching this video, you may think to yourself, you know what? Does my empire need more light feminine energy or more dark feminine energy? I want you to ask yourself this question. I'm actually going to wrap up the video with this visualization. Think of, again, that image that we cultivated in the beginning, this empire, this beautiful empire. How big is it? What does it consist of? What industry is it in? Is your family involved? Are you the head? Is it a sisterhood? Are you breaking a generational curse along with building this empire? I want you to really think about that and put an image to it and put a vibe to it and put a frequency to it and ask yourself, what does my empire need in order to scale and grow and for this year to be the best year? What does my feminine empire need? Does it need more? A dash of feminine, light feminine energy? Or do we need to go ahead on and get some smoky, dark, feminine energy going on right now? I want you to think about that. And I'll do a part 2 of this video on leaning inward to the dark, feminine energy. But I want you to put that in your mind and drop the comment down below. Let me know what's the vibe, what's going on in your world and in your empire, and what are a few things that you want to shift and change. Do you know if it's light feminine energy, more of that, less of that? Do you know if it's dark feminine energy, more of that, less of that? What is this season causing you to lean inward to so that way you can move forward? Ask yourself that question. Drop the comment below. Like this video if you found it valuable. Subscribe to my channel. I am so excited about this beautiful community that I have been cultivating ever since the 1st of February. This has been incredible. We've grown so much, and we're going to continue to grow. So I'm excited. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.